anti-social acolytes Sideshow.
I've been into genealogy a lot recently, and a lot of people on the internet are into really shitty tier lists, so I figured, why not combine the two? So today we've got Ancestors Tier List. Alright, let's get into it. Start off, we got Anthony Guterson. Couldn't find much on this dude. Not much besides this picture and a few birth records. He's looking like quite the swell guy. He's got quite the outfit going on. But yeah, he looks like a swell dude. We'll put him in a good C. Good average tier. Next up, we got Mary Twin, or Twine. I'm not sure. His wife. Again, couldn't find much on her. Got that same sort of drip going on. Swap her right in C tier. Alright, next up we got my Czech ancestors. Yeah, these guys are from the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and they're on my German-Czech branch of the family. They look like quite the sweet couple of individuals, if I'd say so myself. I'll go ahead and put them at a B tier. Alright, next up we have John Maplet. I believe he was in England. John Maplet went to school at Oxford. He was an astrologist, author, and a historian. Pretty neat. Kind of a fucking nerd, though. D tier. Alright, next up, Benedict Arnold. Yes, I am related to Benedict Arnold, indeed. He is my great something uncle, actually. Yeah, I think we all know a good bit about Benedict Arnold. Famous traitor, famous not liked person in history, so we'll go ahead and give you an F. Next up, we've got Benedict Arnold the First. Now, this guy is actually in my direct line of ancestry, so he's my something great-grandfather, and he was Benedict Arnold's grandfather. He, unlike Benedict Arnold, was pretty cool. I couldn't find too much corrupt shit. I mean, besides being the governor of a colony. Colonization, never a good thing, but you know, he was the governor of the Rhode Island colony. I think he was the first one, maybe. I don't know. Pretty neat guy. A lot better than his grandson, you can say at least. So I'm inclined to put him at a B, but because of the name, that's gonna bump you down to a C, buddy. I'm sorry to say. Alright, next up we've got Francis Cook. If any of y'all don't know who Francis Cook is, he was one of the motherfuckers on the Mayflower. Don't know too much about the Mayflower. I haven't been in fucking 8th grade in a while, but you know, that's pretty swell. I got an ancestor on the Mayflower. His name's Francis Cook. Pretty dope name. I'll put you at about out of B. We've got John Albro. Couldn't find any pictures of this guy, actually, so I've got his Wikipedia page as the picture here. The cool thing about this John Albro guy is my grandmother's maiden name is Albro. This is her great-grandfather of some shit. We looked up his story. There's a good bit. He had a Wikipedia page. Decently well-known settler, I guess, of Rhode Island yet again. He sailed over to Rhode Island when he was like 14 or something with some random dude named William Freeborn, who's also another settler of Rhode Island, who has a Wikipedia page. And I could not find shit about why this random young boy was traveling to the USA with some other dude in his family. So yeah, it's pretty neat. He was actually the assistant to this guy, Benedict Arnold, this governor. Yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat little tidbit. So yeah, I'll put him at a B tier. All right, next up we've got Thomas Lancaster. So my last name is actually Lancaster. So this is as direct of a line as you can get. Now, the thing that I find cool about this guy is he had 195 acres of land and devoted like 1 acre of it to be a Lancaster burying ground. I gotta give you credit for giving me a place for my body to fucking rot. That's pretty dope. I'll give you a solid A tier for that, man. Thanks. We've got the wife of Thomas Lancaster. Now, there's 2 reasons I included her on this tier list. One is because it was one of my ancestors that I could find a photo of. And 2, her name is pretty fucking epic. Caldonia Pocahontas Coleman. Don't know what the fuck's going on there, but pretty fucking based. A tier. Next up, we have Theodore Mikaylas. Look at that beard, man. This is another one of my ancestors on my German-Czech side. Yeah, he is from Brandenburg, I believe, and just, God, what a magnificent beard. Just look at that fucking beard and that smooth, beautiful head. He seems like quite the individual. I'll give him an S tier just for that fucking beard, man. Oh, I'm an idiot. All right, next up, we have James Ferguson. So this guy has quite the interesting story that I found. So this guy was known to be a sort of crime, old-timey bandit sort of fellow. One story I found about him is he was hauling freight one day and some bandits came up behind him and hit the shit out of his head with an axe. Apparently he was like bleeding in the woods and some family found him in the woods. They took care of him for like 3 months and then his wife kind of showed up, found him after those 3 months and took him home. So yeah, pretty cool guy, pretty solid story. I'd say I'd probably put him at about, what? Oh, Confederate alert! Confederate alert! Going on here, we have Paul and Luis Mikaylas. There's that Mikaylas name again. Paul is actually this dude's son, I think, or maybe grandson. I don't know. Another nice little couple. They're on the German side of my German-Czech side. They seem pretty nice, but they seem like they would ground you over dumb shit. I'm gonna give y'all a C. All right, next up we've got Prudence Chowanhaka. This was a Native American ancestor I found. Don't know what to make of her name being Prudence. Doesn't sound like a very Native American name to me. Makes me think some fishy shit went on. But yeah, that seems pretty cool. A Native American ancestor way back. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I'll give you an A tier. Okay, so next up we have Samuel Gorton. Samuel Gorton was quite the hated fellow. He went from town to town getting kicked out. Just nobody really liked him. And you may be asking yourself, why did nobody like him? Well, it's because he had some crazy, wacky views that didn't line up with a lot of the other people in the Massachusetts and Rhode Island's colony, I believe he was at. He had a lot of disagreements with the church and a lot of wacky religious views. You want to know what they were? He believed that women should be equal to men. Yeah, I know. Crazy, am I right? Got into quite a lot of trouble. He was in trial a bunch for various shit. And I found one story of a trial he was in where he called everyone an ass. And then after that called a bunch of people saucy boys for some reason. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Samuel Gorton. And he made his own sect of Christianity called the Gortonites, as hilarious as that sounds. But yeah, pretty dope dude. I like his sense of defiance and willing to stick up for his crazy beliefs like women should be equal to men. I'll give you a solid S tier for that. All right, next up we got another Thomas. This is Thomas Day. Thomas Day was a German fellow. Comes from my German side, but not my German-Czech side, a different German side. He seems like quite the nice old man, you know? Got a nice little hat going on, got a nice beard. Nice, lovely old man. Until you find his Confederate records! I'm gonna burn you. I'm gonna burn you. You think I won't? Get a good bunch of goo from this guy. Oh, yeah. This one's for you, Samuel Gorton. Oh, God. So next up, we've got Thomas Macedo. This is on my dad's mother's side of the family. She's from Mexico. This is her grandfather, I believe. But he is from the Galicia province of Spain. So I'll give that a solid A tier. William Hiley. Seems like a swell dude. There's this old looking sketch of him. Seems pretty neat. Seems like a cool relic. We'll give you a solid B tier. And last but not least, we have Reverend William Bliss. Well, he was a reverend. He preached the word of God. I think I'll go ahead and give him I'll go ahead and give him a D. All right, and that concludes my tier list of my ancestors. Thank you guys for watching, and fuck you. Goodbye.
Hey, if you enjoyed that, then make sure to subscribe, like the video, share it, ring the bell, whatever the hell, and get ready for the next Antisocial Acolyte stream this Wednesday coming up. We stream on Wednesdays. That's a thing we do, so yeah, make sure to subscribe for that.